Purple Turtle up the ding. How we doing? We good? Let's hear it. You are. I recognise that face. Right then, listen, my name is Sam Michael, I'm your host for this evening, and I'm here just to ask a few questions. Who are we going to ask these questions to? They are to Brian, Carey, everybody, and the new CEO, Joe Jacobson. Give him a round of applause. Come take a seat, guys. Brian, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
All good? Take yourself a microphone.
Yeah.
Joe, hello. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks
Nice
so
to
much
see you.
for coming.
It's all right.
So, guys, thank you for joining us tonight, the Purple Turtle. We've got some questions for you. These questions are not mine. They are yours. They've been posed and posted online, and I'll be reading them out this evening. So I think we'll get straight into it. Straight away, this one is a... Turn it up. Oh, too quiet, too quiet. Yeah, you can hear us. That's all right then. That's good. He's fine. Right. First question then. This is from a Richie Locke, who's from Club 1871. He asks, what is the goal for this season? Mid-table, playoffs, promotion? And that's to both of you. Should we start with you, Joe?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me down here. I think the goal is always improve on where you finished last season, isn't it? You always want to be moving forward in football. You never want to be standing still. Finished just outside the playoffs last year, and we want to be in that mix of that top six. And yeah, hopefully with the squad we'll put together, we'll be able to be there.
Excellent stuff, Brian.
Yeah, always looking to improve. Always looking to push on. Yeah, last year I thought we had a tremendous run. Just unfortunately, Leighton Orient did what they did for the last 8 games or so. Look, we just want to get back to being competitive again, and you know, we've got a new group and a new squad. Hopefully, you know, we've got some more to add to that as well. And yeah, look, I'm not going to say a position where we're going to finish because that'd be absolutely nonsense. But listen, we're going to be competitive, and you know, we'll have a right good go at it again.
Thanks, guys, and good answers, good answers. Give me a round of applause. So we're going to go straight in now. This is a question from Aidan Baker from the Sir John Majewski stand. And this is a question to the pair of you. Has the market shocked you in terms of what other teams have spent? If so, how much has this affected what players we are planning to attract? Do they think, come August, tomorrow, the market will become wide open and easier to get our targets through the door? Start with you, Brian.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by some of the things that have gone on. And I'm aware of some of the stories and some of the wages that some of the clubs are paying. And listen, good luck to them. Has it stopped us doing certain things? Possibly. But, you know, overall, I look at some of the stuff we've had to do in the last period of time, the last 3 years or so, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's up to, you know, they'll just go and clubs will do what they'll do. It's up to us to get our own house in order and get the players that we want. And yeah, as I say, it's, you know, you can look at these teams doing what they're doing, the likes of Huddersfield right now, and look, good luck to them. But you know, we just got to concentrate on ourselves.
Are you, Joe?
Yeah, I agree completely with what Brian's saying, and some teams will go above and beyond and spend some big fees on transfers, on wages, and like Brian said, good luck to them. I think, you know, with every division, there's some teams that will have a right good go 1 year, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then you see the fallout from that for the years to come. So we're in a market where we believe we should be in, competing against teams that we should be in. The players that we're talking to, the players that we have signed so far, you know, when we speak to them, all the other teams that they're speaking to are probably of similar position where we think we'll be at the end of the season. So I don't think it's shocked us at all, and I don't think it's really had too much of an effect on what we've done. I can't think of too many players this season that, you know, we've wanted to get and haven't necessarily got our targets. and targets move around the whole time. The market continuously changes from the start to when pre-season starts to now leading up to the end of August. A lot more loan become available. So the market's ever changing, and you go into Brian's office and constantly on the board there's different names every single day. So as long as we keep moving with it, our targets keep changing every now and again, but the ones that we want, we're going after quite hard.
Excellent. Thank you.
I think the key to that is to be able to adapt and just to be able to adjust where you are. If you lose out on somebody, there's plenty of players out there, and it's fitting in the right one and the right character for us. So yeah, it's being able to do that and being agile enough to be able to do it.
Thank you, guys. We do appreciate your honesty as well. There's a lot of pressure coming here, Purple Turtle, on a Thursday night and answering questions such as these. A bit of a lighter tone now. This is a question from a Cameron Macken, and he's from Club 1871, and he asks, what's your favourite takeaway to have?
Well, it's definitely not Chinese, I can tell you that. I've given up Chinese food. I gave up Chinese food last year. Just my protest. No, I'd have an Italian.
Don't know how to follow that.
Love the way you did throw in the answer at the end. Joe.
Yeah, I'll have to change my answer now. I'll go with an Italian, a pizza, a pasta type thing. That's easy for me.
Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. It was a hard answer to follow, to be fair. It was.
It's true.
Our next question then is from Jamie Wakes from the West Strand Upper. For both of you again, this question kind of gets repeated throughout, so apologies. But basically, and I think a lot of people want to ask this question, which is how many more players do you think will sign? Not want or hope, but actually think will sign?
Yeah, good question. Like I said, the squad can be ever-changing. You may get bids for your players as well, so you always have to be adaptable, like Brian said. But I think right now, as it stands, we want to get at least 4. I think we'll get at least 4 in the door before the end of August. We're working really hard all the time to get those in. We're having talks with players. We've had contracts agreed with players and waiting on things going on with clubs and things like that. So, these things sometimes can take a day, a week, a month to get done. But I think 4 minimum right now is what we need for the squad to bolster it up. And you don't necessarily just want to clog the squad up as well. You want to give a pathway to some of the younger players who have done well and got into the team, because these players can turn into real assets for the football club on the pitch. And we saw it last year with Andre. Given the opportunity, he can turn into a superstar. So we don't necessarily want to clog that up too much, but we know that we need some depth in the squad. And I think there'll be at least 4 come end of August.
And the next question kind of carries on from that, and I might start with you, Brian, if that's all right. This is from Michael Lovelock, who's in the Eamon Dolan stand, and he asked, what are the short, medium and long-term aims for the football club, especially around recruitment?
Yeah, so good question. Short term would be for us to get Noel as good a team as possible on the pitch, as good a squad as possible. That is the absolute short term. And as Joe said, we're working really hard to try and do that, get as good a squad as we need to do. Mid-term, I think, from my point of view, would be hopefully we get into a position where we're no longer begging for players or begging agents or other clubs, or because of the circumstances we found ourselves in. We have the ability, hopefully, in the mid-term to stand on our own 2 feet. And just behave properly as a club and get back to doing that again. We were turning up with a begging bowl over the last few years, so those days have gone now. But just having that credibility, and you're ringing people up sometimes. In the past, it was, oh, you lot again. Need to, we are getting away from that, and we need to focus on that. Longer term, again, depending on how things pan out, but I would imagine this football club should follow the likes of a Wrexham or an Ipswich, and compete. Look to compete at a really, really high level in time. So that's probably that.
Yeah, so just to add to that as well, it's having that strategy in place, isn't it, of what you want your club to be like, your player trading model. This summer, Rob's invested in a new recruitment package, a new data package, which we're the only team in the division to have. They just want to have one per division. They've chosen us to do it. We've taken that on board, so we're working really hard with them to identify gems, not just in this country, but around the world. And to have that in place and almost think of steps ahead. It was really difficult this window when the takeover happened, I think middle of May. We're already 2 or 3 months behind, ideally, where we wanted to plan for. So we were almost playing catch up this summer. But in future now, we want to be planning ahead, planning 2-3 windows ahead of what we see and some talent around the world that we're looking at now. So I think we've shown that with some of the players that have come through the door. Daniel Carey, who not many players people would have necessarily heard about him beforehand, but the data model that we've got going on, the scouting network that we're putting in place now can bring about some of these top talented players that are hopefully going to be really exciting for the football club.
Lovely stuff, thank you. And this is a bit more of a precise question, so absolutely fine if you're not sure about it. It's from Owen Thomas in the Sir John Madejski stand, and he asked you both, is the plan for Mark O'Mahony to be our starting centre forward for this season?
Yeah, Mark's coming as a 9, and we haven't seen the best of him yet. But Mark will start the season. He's a good young striker, and he'll lead the line for us this season.
Thank you, guys. Quite a serious turn of events now. This is from a James Penny in the Sir John Madejski stand, and he asked to you both, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I need 6 pints to answer that one.
Brian, you're looking at me like I could take them both on at the same time. Probably has done at some point.
Yeah.
Just the one for me. I can't be dealing with all them things running around me. With that, just give me one off. Take it or leave it. I'll just have a go at the
right.
Big
Where
duck.
is he? Who's asked that? Who's asked that question?
Is he here? Oh, well, there we go.
He deserves a prize.
He's brought ducks with him. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Lovely. So, this is from Ryan in Club 1871. Assuming the rumours on social media... God, this is a sudden turn. Should have saved this one. But assuming the rumours on social media about Harvey Nibbs leaving Reading FC is true, I know things have changed, obviously, video this afternoon, will we have a fully rebuilt squad ready to go for the first game of the season? At the end of last season, we had a really strong team. Sadly, we seem to have lost almost half of the players from that strong team. And I will say, I'm just asking the questions.
Look, first of all, on Harvey, it's an ever-changing situation. When you like what's happened over the last few years, when the management have created great assets for the football club, of course, other teams are going to be interested. And someone like Harvey, I think he's had 37, 38 goal involvements from midfield in the last 2 years. Of course, he's going to have a lot of interest from higher divisions. And things have progressed, things have slowed down, and where it's at the minute, we're not quite sure. But hopefully he's our player. We value him very, 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 very highly. But if not, we've got a contingency plan in place, and we've got that ready to go if needed. So, things like that can always change day by day, depending on which agent or which CEO or sporting director you talk to. But on having a good squad together, I think, we obviously lost quite a few players at the end of last season. Some we were disappointed to lose, some that we knew it was probably okay to lose and we could replace. I think the 7 that we've brought in so far are top players and will add to the squad hugely. And we're looking, like I said, to get 3 or 4 more in at least that will push up that squad and give it that depth. So, Lincoln's only a couple of days away, so I'm not sure we'll get 4 in by then. But if we can do something, that would be great.
Excellent. And I like this question. This one's from Kaya in the West Stand. She asked, Ross Kenstin mentioned Brazilian players could be bought to the club as his organisation has links to this market. Is this a realistic possibility?
Yeah, definitely in the future. I think this season's quite difficult because we've used our wild cards already. So as a League One club, you get 2 wild cards to get, and we've used them now. So maybe not this transfer window, but in the future, definitely. I know Ross has come in from Alea Capital as an investor, and they've got links to clubs all around the world. So why not use that, to our advantage and dig into these places which, other teams in the division may not scout. So, yeah, if we can use that to our advantage, then absolutely.
Excellent. We got the next question. I will say has got an offensive word in it, so bear with me. Kevin from the West Stand Upper. He asks to Brian. He says, just wanted to throw a couple of names into the hat regarding a forward. Harvey Smith at Swindon. And the lad at Bromley who has a very good goal-scoring record.
Cheek.
Did you not have Google? I mean, did I... and yeah, basically throw some names out, but I'm sure you've already
currently
been
not on our list. Yeah, let's put it that way. Yeah.
Not even the Bromley lad.
Just never know. Listen,
He could be here for all we know. We don't know. Lovely stuff. Right, and then we got Danny from Club 1871. He just asks, what is your favourite pint? It says pint of lager, but I think we should open it up.
pint of Guinness, please.
You have to say that, don't you? I'm trying to think of a Welsh beer that I can stick out, but it doesn't seem to be any. And Asahi, that's where I'm about. Japanese Asahi.
Is that Welsh? Is that...
Sounds Chinese to me.
Hang on a minute, Brian won't like that one. There we go. This question is from Ian in the Eamon Dolan stand, and this is to Joe. He asks, will Reading FC continue with the popular local school and grassroots ticketing scheme for the 25-26 season?
Yeah, we've been having conversations about that today, actually, with some of the marketing guys, and so important to dive into the community, get the kids now who follow on social media, on YouTube, on FIFA. They want to follow some superstar players. It's how we attract them to Reading and how we keep them there, how we give them a great experience at matches. And to do that, you need to go into schools, you need to go into youth clubs, use the community trust who do a great job around the town as well. So, yeah, absolutely. We want to get as many children and kids into the stadium and become Reading fans as possible. And doing those initiatives are great, and it's something that we'll look to do in the future again.
So this one again is a little bit, it's got asking for quite a bit of details, but we're going to go for it. And it is Grant from the East Stand who's asking, could you tell us any insight on the potential signing that we could be getting, or any potential signing that we could be getting?
You're the boss, Joe.
Look, we're constantly talking to I don't know, you're looking at someone up there. I don't know if there's...
Tim's got the answer there, look at Tim.
Tim's got the answer up there. Look, we're close on a few things at the minute, and until something's officially kind of signed off, and one of the things I've learned about this role very quickly is that these things don't take 10 minutes to do. Some of them take a couple of days, some of them take a couple of weeks, and I think we're very, very close, very, very close with Brian?
He's had to no. Tim said no.
What's the next question?
I will actually ask Joe, just from me, like you obviously, new here, and Brian's been here a few years, but Joe, you were playing football just a few years ago, and you're now into this CEO role. You're outside a pub garden in Reading, answering questions that someone up there has the answers to, apparently, but I just wonder, how are you finding it, Joe? How have you, because you've only been here a short amount of time, but what's your experience coming into this? Because you're coming into a fan base who, I think it's safe to say we've been hurt, and we haven't really had stability for a long, long time. We've had a false sense of feeling like we're going in the wrong direction in the last few years. But currently we are, a a hurting fan base, and how have you found coming into a club who've been through what they've been through?
Yeah, first of all, whether I was at Reading or not, I'd probably end up in a pub garden somewhere after I finished playing.
In Reading?
In Reading, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, since I've come in, I think what the first thing, or immediately you realise the magnitude of the football club is it's huge. It's bigger than anything I've been involved in before, and it's amazing. This football club, and I know everyone keeps saying it about potential, and you don't want to just keep using the word potential all the time. You want to actually make things happen and turn it into that big club now. The people who, when we walked into the football club, the guys who are working here that have been here for so long are amazing people and stuck by the club immensely throughout this whole time, a really tough time. And so many of them could have walked away, but they didn't. They really feel the love from the football club, and we want to now empower those people and give them a platform to thrive with. And look, to the fans who help, they're the ones who saved the club. I know I've seen a lot on social media that Rob helped save the club, and I don't know if Rob will like me saying this, but he said it many times before. It's the fans that saved this football club. They're the ones who made the effort, who did the protests, who stood up for what they believed in and what they thought was what they needed, and they did a great job of that.
Great, so we've got one more question that I'd like to pose you both, starting with you, Brian. I think it's a great question. It's from Ed in Club 1871, and he wants to ask, what's been your biggest challenge so far, and what is Rob like to work with?
You mean biggest challenge when, this season,
since
or since I've
starting
been
at
there?
Reading FC.
Well, that's an obvious one, isn't it? It's an obvious one. No, I mean, I got involved, to be honest with you, in the last... probably since Mark moved on, I got involved in it, and I saw a lot that was going on behind the scenes, and I got involved in, we were trying to keep the football critical stuff alive. So we got involved. We had kind of a mini management kind of team, if you like, to just try and keep things ticking over, and everything that was crucial for Ruben, for Noel, just got done. And I could see some of the nonsense that was happening and some of the conversations that were going on. And it was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. That was a challenge. That was constant. That was draining. Listen, it's in the past, and that's where we are now. So I know you've asked me the question. I've gone on about it again, but it's time to draw a line. Leave that. What we have got, there's three things to these. You got the people and the infrastructure, and the collaboration is huge. And we've got that. We have this thing, and I've said this every time I've done something. There's no dickheads, and we haven't got any. We haven't got them in the team, and we haven't got them in the club.
And Joe, we'll pose that question to you as well. Biggest challenge since arriving here? I know it wasn't too long ago, as we've already discussed, but what's your biggest challenge so far? And again, what is Rob like to work with?
Yeah, first of all, I've been fortunate to work with Rob for a number of years at the previous club and now here again, and his enthusiasm is incredible for someone of his age who travels around the world as much as he does and back and forth from the States to Reading, and the amount of times he does an overnight flight, he lands at Heathrow and he's in the training ground working an hour later. It's incredible to see. So his enthusiasm to do good for this football club is amazing. That he's the first person to come out and say, he's not going to spend billions of pounds and take the club to the Premier League, but what he will do is take the club to that next level, and then maybe someone else with deeper pockets who's got a bigger ambition will take over from there. But one thing's for sure, he'll lead this club in a better place than when he took it over. So, he's been great to work for. And biggest challenges, I'm impatient. I was as a player in my first career, and now I want to get deals done. As soon as we identify a player, we want it to get done that day. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work like that. You're dealing with agents who are interesting people, some of them, difficult to work with. But I think that's been one of the most difficult things is, if there's something I want to get done, it sometimes can take a little bit longer on that front. But, we're learning all the time. I've got some great people around. Having someone like Brian with the knowledge that he's got around football is incredible. And, when you work with someone like Noel as well, with his enthusiasm and his kind of endeavour every day and his work ethic is, you just can't help but join in with it. So, really great place to work.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for answering these questions. Thank you for being here tonight. Go up, everyone, for Brian Carey.
Thank you.
Joe Jacobson, thank you very much. Really good, mate. Really good. Thanks very much, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have a quick word from a guest who would like to address the Reading FC fans very quickly. This is Josh Lewin, everyone.
Hi, guys. Pardon the American accent, and thank you for letting me come up here. So in America, I don't know if you're aware, the Wrexham phenomenon has taken on just... I know. So the whole narrative there is Wrexham's been through some shit. You guys have been through some shit, and we want to tell a real story. So I'm a journalist that's been, I guess, for a better loss or terminology, embedded. I'll be coming back over from the States here as often as I can. I want to tell this story. I want not only Americans to hear it, I want all of the UK to know how great this fan base is, what you guys have been through, aspirationally, what you're trying to accomplish. So if anybody has a story, if anybody has some level of something they've been through that you'd like to communicate and let me try to put that out in the universe, I would love to talk to you. So my name is Josh. I'll be around kind of in and out of Reading as often as I can. I'm going to stay here and drink heavily tonight. I don't say that to endear myself. I'm just really looking to get drunk tonight.
He's drinking Diet Coke, in case you're wondering.
No. I'm going to try this whole snake bite thing in just a minute.
Josh.
I've been told I have to do that. So anyway.
Josh, before you go, because I've never heard it in an American accent, can you shout up the fucking ding before you go, my friend?
Well, I was actually planning on doing that as my mic drop moment anyway, but it will sound a little different. And Rob Kuig, if you're watching this, please forgive me, but up the fucking ding!
Hey!
And very best to you guys. I'm new. I get it. I have not been through what you've been through, but please educate me so I can help get that story out if you're willing. And if not, I'm not offended whatsoever. But brilliant tonight. Thank you for having me up. Thanks to Brian. Thanks to Joe. Thanks to you guys. Up the ding. Thank you.
Josh, go on, guys. There's a band on at 9 in case you didn't know, so we'll see you then. For those of you sticking around for a minute, we're going to have a quick auction for a signed Reading FC shirt. If anyone is interested, we are going to do a bidding for a signed Reading FC shirt. We're going to start a bit higher at that. We're going to start the bidding at £100. Oh, Stu's gone now. Thank you, mate.
£100, I'll bid £100.
£100 over any advance on £100. Put online. Joe and Brian. So thank you all for coming out. Hope to see you all Saturday away, or if not, then Huddersfield at home. Until then, do you want some music? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It was 2:45. The place was alive. Thank you. Good man. Look, I don't know what I'm doing. So, please put your hands together. They're all wearing jackets for some reason. I've got no idea why. Go crazy, go mad, show ding love for the rhythm. Beverdeen, everybody!
Yeah, we do need some.
Take me, let's feel alive. Falling into place, coming face to face. Your eyes, your lips, your smile, your tears, there's a feeling that I can't shake. I'll follow the pieces to build your pyramid. Up in time, it's getting hard to live through. Keep on pretending that I'm fine. To the moment we can fly, we'll be gliding onwards until it's only you and I. Find all the pieces to build our pyramid, reaching the top now.
We are Bevan Dean. We're from Reading. Alright, that one was Wild Idea, this one's called Blurry. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's something different in the way that you move, all the attention. Yeah, it's not funny to you. What are these feelings? Oh no, I ain't got a clue. What are these feelings? If I'm not looking your way, but I got nothing to say. I won't forget you, and for that I'll pay. It's slipping away. Do you see me? I went the wrong way. Now you're leaving. It's just that day. I want you to stay. I'm out of my mind. I don't need this. I promised something to someone I can't go beyond my reach now. Making me feel like I'm slow. It's such a romance that was a long time ago. Moments around you, they make me feel like I'm bruised. Such an emotions, like I got nothing to do to It's slipping away. Do you see me? I went the wrong way. Now you're leaving. It's just that thing. Oh, I don't need that. You are. What a wonderful world. I don't wanna be cold, but I wanna know. What a wonderful world. I don't wanna be cold, but I wanna know. What a wonderful world. I don't wanna be cold, but I wanna know. What a wonderful world. I don't wanna be cold, but I want you to know. Thank you. All right. We've got a new EP coming out tonight. That's called In a Dream. This is a song off of that. Wake up! There's a story I quite like to tell about This one's another one off the new EP. It's called Come Around. I don't know why you guys want me to take my clothes off so much. We've been down this road before. Oh, slamming doors, our hearts on the floor. In this storm, I see the truth. Oh, but even then, I still want you. Through these changing tides and skies, trying to keep this love alive. We're near the end, so hold me tight. I'm sure we'll make it out in time. If we have a final day, I hope you'll find me in all of the things you say. The future burns the hope in me. Can we be the things we said we'd be? Through these changing tides and skies, trying to keep this love alive. We're near the end, so hold me tight. I'm sure we'll make it out in time. And I'm sure you'll come around. Oh, it's such a small town. But I'm hiding in the ground, just begging to be found. All right, I think you all know we've got a little secret for you all. Thank you very much for everyone coming. Thank you to Reading and the Purple Turtle, Neil, for the opportunity to play. All right, this one's new. let's fucking. This one's called Magic. What do we think of the new kit? I imagine it'll probably look better on our players. Alright, this is our last song. I've done my hip in, so unfortunately. Alright, this one's called Sympathy. It's a nice slow one. Also, you can sing along. I'll help you if you want. But alright. Remember that. The moon looks so bright tonight, but it's not the only light that we look up to and see. We wake up with dread some days, but love's just a cloud away. It's not what you want, it's your needs. Our hopes will not burn without a spark. So lift up your hands and feel the fire. Just follow your dreams and play your part. Don't live your whole life trying to deny it. Alright, here we go. We're just lonely stars that search for life, trying to navigate between all the things reckless like who cares who don't fear to say goodbye? When there's the whole world out there, with a heartbeat and a star full of soul. Alright, who's remembered? La 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 la. Well, there's a star out in space somewhere that's perfect for you, I swear. Get out there and find what you need. We wake up with dread some days, but love's just it's not what
you want, it's your knees. A hotel not firm without a spark. So lift up your hands and feel the fire. Just follow your dreams and play your part. Don't live your whole life trying to. We're just lonely stars that search for light, trying to navigate between all of these reckless black holes. Who cares for the bittersweet goodbyes? When there's a whole world out there with a heartbeat and a stop of soul. Alright, if you can remember, do it. Oh, when I go, will you remember me? Oh, can I get some sympathy? Oh, when I go, will you remember me? Oh, can I get some sympathy? Thank you very much. We have been Aberdeen.